zone and do some of the things that they told you not to do.
Indeed,
Don't tap into the 90% of your DNA and start programming yourself, because you will become negative. I want to drop this down.
Go ahead, Doc. Go ahead, Doc. Go ahead, Doc. Go ahead, Doc. Feel like I'm in church. Go ahead, Doc.
When you go to the forbidden zone, you are being negative. Negative technically means no gates. It means feminine. It is the part of the electrical circuit which is called the cathode, which makes the atoms. This is the day I left electronic school. I was in it for 2 weeks until they said this.
Yeah.
The feminine side of the circuit is the ground. It's the cathode, right? It makes the atoms. The positive side of the electrical circuit was the anode. It only made a spark. It was positive. A spark is only moving in one direction. It's arcing. It's a spark, right? Moving in one direction, but it can't do anything else. It can only light the fire. The male energy can only light the fire.
It's linear. Male energy is
linear. Positive means that you are moving in one direction and not changing, because we done told you that you's a Democrat. You know what I'm saying? This is the church you go to. God is a man. They told you all this stuff to believe in. You need to get a good job. You got to go to college to get a better job, right? You have to do these things. Art is not what you should be into. You should grow up and act like a man, act like a woman. They give you all these rules, all this stuff, and you have to be positive. And if you start going against it, you're negative. That means you're negative. And if you're negative, that means I have no gate. That means I will go to the forbidden zone. I'm going to go to the place that you said don't go. I'm going to activate the 90% or more of my DNA and make myself express myself like the trees are always expressing themselves. They are negative. They're connected to the ground. They're connected to the female. The feminine essence of everything is negative. It has no gates. Water is negative. It has no gates. That water will break a rock. They have to fix those dams every year because water will break through those dams.
Hallelujah.
You have to become negative. You have to become darkened after you've been enlightened. Enlightenment has to do with all that information you receive. Then all of a sudden you get to the place of no knowledge, only knowledge right now. You can only know now. The word knowledge means to know now. To know now. It only happens now when you are in that place of intuition. You may be being negative because you're not listening to the farm master. You're not listening to the rest of the little sheep. You're going against the nature of what they told you nature was, when actually nature is pulling you towards it because nature is negative. They told you negative meant bad.
Negative. They told you negative is negative.